Into the unknown. Into the unknown.
Guys, just a reminder, I do not own any copyrights to any music that plays in this video. Hope you enjoy. Hi everybody, I'm back with another video. It's Sure, or Sure, you know, whatever you want to call me. Today we're gonna be making a Spanish dessert, the best dessert in Spanish world, or it's called flan. For people that don't know what it is, it's just like cake, but you know, it's like, I don't know how to describe it, Mom. I don't know how to describe it. Anyway, so I'm gonna show you guys how to make it. So first,
And assisting her
yes,
is
yes.
Mom.
Assistant mother is assisting me.
So the first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna preheat the oven to 350. And this is called a baño Maria.
Yep.
This is where the flan is gonna be baking at. The reason why we use the water is because of the caramel and for it not to burn. I'm pretty sure there's another reason, but I don't know. I just cook it. So we're gonna put this in here while we get the ingredients prepared.
Yep.
And it's pretty easy. All we need is like seven ingredients.
They're all here.
And you tell them what they are.
So to start off, we have evaporated milk.
One can.
Yeah, 1 can. You can get any evaporated milk. It doesn't matter. Condensed milk. We have this molde pan with a tapa, with the cover. And we have
We're gonna be making a
8
cream
ounces
cheese one.
cream cheese. Yes. Oh my God, it's so good. We got the vanilla extract, and we have our eggs.
We need 4 eggs.
Yeah, 4 eggs for each one you want to make.
We got salt and a little bit of cinnamon.
Yep, a little bit.
So the first thing you want to do is you make sure you wash your hands. My hands are washed already.
Yeah.
Always wash your hands when you're cooking.
Always wash them.
That's something that I'm very picky in. And if you make a mess, don't wait till later. Clean it up.
Yeah, because some of the stuff can stick on the counters or anything.
Okay, so I'm going to I like to start with the condensed milk. Let me open it up. See that? This is so sweet. It tastes so good.
Yes, alone itself tastes so good. Oh my God, look at that, guys.
It's kind of messy, but
Oh, so good.
I don't know. Look at that. Wee. Okay, so you need a blender.
Yes, a blend.
To blend everything together. So I'm gonna pour like half of this in there, or well, I'm gonna pour the whole thing, and with the help of a spoon, I'm gonna try to get as much as I can. Can you hold that?
Yeah. What, the tapa?
Yeah.
Thank you. And if you want, you guys can lick the top.
No, because you cut your tongue. So do not say that. Do not do that. You do not want to lick nothing out of these cans. They will cut you, and it's going to be a deep cut. Then you're going to need stitches. Okay, so since not everything comes out, what I like to do is I'll open the evaporated milk.
It's not working.
What the heck is going on? There we go. And I mean, you can always use one of those brushes
Yeah.
or the rubber spatulas for like putting icing on a cake. But since I don't have one, what I do is I pour half of the evaporated milk mixed in with the other one, and then I pour some in the evaporated milk, and then I stir it, and I keep doing that until all the condensed milk and the evaporated milk is blended in together. And that's the best way that I clean out all the condensed milk, because the condensed milk is very thick, so it's hard to take out all of it. And I mean, if you don't want to bother, you could just throw it away like that, but I like to get every little bit out of it, so this is the way I clean it out. So once that is all blended in together, I put it in here. And voila.
Voila.
Alright. Like I told you guys, if you make a mess, just clean it up. So I'm gonna clean this little evaporated milk up.
No problem.
I
But
mean,
look
the
at that,
condensed
guys.
milk that got stuck to my can opener here. Because if not, then I'll forget, or whatever, it'll dry up and it's harder to take out. Okay, so the next thing is, you could put in the ingredients however you want. You know,
There's no order.
There's no order to put them in. I just like to do it this way myself. So I am going to put, I like to put like a whole cream cheese on it, but I'm not gonna do that, because last time I did it, I think I put way too much cream cheese. So I'm just gonna put like let me see.
You guys might think it's like kind of gross, but like white cream cheese and milk, ew. But when it's all together,
This
it's
is gonna be
so
like
good.
a cream cheese type of,
like cheesecake kind of.
yeah.
But
cheesecake.
like you
So
know,
I'm gonna put half of a cream cheese.
of the 8 ounce.
Yeah. And a little bit more, like so. Almost like the whole thing, but I'm just gonna put that amount there. Okay, cover it up. Then the vanilla extract, I'm just gonna put
And it can be any vanilla
teaspoon.
extract. 1 teaspoon. Look at that, guys.
If it was imitation vanilla, then you would put a little bit more, but you don't have to put a lot because the great ingredient here is the cream cheese. If you were making a vanilla flan, which is everything we have here except for the cream cheese, then you would put a little bit more. So with the cinnamon, this is only an option. You don't have to put it there. I just put it there because I don't know, it gives it a little bit of a bolder taste, so I like to put it in there. And it's just a tiny little bit, like just a tiny little bit. I'll say like half a teaspoon. I put a little bit more, but that's because of my liking. But you could put half a teaspoon, or if you don't want, you don't put any at all. You don't have to, and you don't have to put the vanilla either. That's just me, I put it in there. So now I'm gonna put the eggs. With the eggs, please don't do this like I'm doing it right now. You want to take the eggs and put them in a separate container. Well, let me do it this way. I'll put it in here. You know, because they say you put the eggs one by one just in case there's a rotten egg. You don't mess up all the other eggs. Because what I do is I just take them from the carton and I open them all and I just put them in there without. See, I just go like that. I don't bother putting them in there because I don't know. I never had bad luck with a bad egg. But if I ever do get a bad egg, then I'm screwed. So the best thing for you is go one by one.
Yep.
And check them, you know, there's okay, there's no eggshells. And you put them in there. I put 4 eggs, but if you want, you can put 3. Some people even put 2 because they don't want the cholesterol, but then it's a little bit harder to cook because you have to leave it more time in the oven for it to get nice and hard. So, but okay, so the last thing we have to do, and this is it. I said this is very simple. It's very delicious. People will fall in love with your dessert. You could give it to somebody for their birthday. You could give it to somebody for Valentine's Day. I mean, this is something that, wow, you can eat it every day if you want, or like I said, it's like a present for somebody, a gift. So salt is just a pinch of salt. We don't want to put a whole bunch of salt in there. If you don't want to put salt at all, you don't have to. We just put it in because my mother taught me that every time you do something sweet, you always put a pinch of salt just to, I forgot what it was, but it's good to put. So what I grab with my fingers, I put it in there 2 times. So, you know, it's just a tiny little bit of salt. So now we blend everything together on puree.
Oh.
First you have to connect the blender. Oh, what happened?
Yeah, and this.
It doesn't want to
No,
work?
because you gotta press this one, I think.
Oh, somebody shut it off. Okay, there we go.
I will also be putting more content on this channel. If you want it, if you want us to make, you know, vanilla ones, pineapple ones, pumpkin ones, which are really good. The pumpkin flans are really good. And yeah, you can just comment.
Yep. This is a simple flan. So this is like one, I would say like in cake measurements or whatever, this will be like 1 layer. Not talking about height, but this is like a simple flan. You can double up whatever ingredients I showed you here. You could double it up and make a bigger one. You know, you just have to use your math, 1 and 1, you know. So now that while that was blending, I went and washed my hands. Always wash your hands. Now I'm gonna show you how to make your own caramel, homemade caramel that this needs for the bottom. That's why we have the water in the oven.
Yep.
So the caramel stays nice and melted in the bottom. It doesn't get hard and burn. That's why we use the water for it. So you take a regular pan. You could use these. You can use metal. You could use. I don't think you want to use the glass. So
no.
But you can use metal or foil pans. So I like to use this because you know these I buy them and they're cheap. These bought 3 of them for $1. and they have the lids. So I like these. So what you're gonna do is you're going to grab your sugar, and that's all we need to make the caramel. So I like to put 1 cup of sugar. This is not a cup, but I know because I make these a lot. I already know by eye how much a cup is, so I'm just gonna. The more sugar you make, you put, the more caramel comes out. Because sometimes you put a little bit of sugar, and then you don't have enough caramel to sometimes people want to have like that extra caramel, and it makes it better and looks better too. So I'm just looking for a little bit more sugar because my container ran out. So let me go ahead and put a little bit more. That is almost a cup already there. So here we are. We put the cup of sugar. Now we're gonna put it on the stove and turn it in between 7 and 8. And we let it sit here until the middle here is that's the first thing that starts like melting. So we leave it like that, and once you see that it starts melting in the middle, then we start shaking it and moving it around. So we'll get back to you when that starts happening. So here we are a few minutes later, and this is how it starts looking in the bottom. This is the point that you gotta start stirring it, and you cannot take your eye off of this, because this will be like this right now, but in a matter of minutes, of 1 minute or 1 second, this can turn black and burn on you. And you have to do it again, because burnt caramel does not taste good. So you just gotta keep on moving it until it's a nice golden brown and all the sugar is melted in together, and we don't see no white at all. You have to be very careful, because both the pan and the caramel is something you do not want to get burnt with, especially the caramel. It will stay stuck to your skin, and oh boy, I always use this, but you can use a mitten, oven mitten. Just be very careful, you guys, when you guys are doing this. There we go, you see? You gotta keep on moving it, because if not, the sugar will burn on one side, and then on the other it will be raw. People use forks. I use a spoon. You could use something longer if you want. Whatever you're comfortable with. Just have fun with it. And please just be very careful, because again, this is very hot and very dangerous if you don't pay attention to what you're doing. And you do not never want to leave the caramel alone, because you will get burnt. It will get burnt. So you see this nice color, the darker color? That's what we want everything to be. So right here is the part when I say you have nice white brownish color, and then in a second you have burnt caramel, and that's not what you want. So I always wait until like the last bit of sugar is melted. If I see that I have time and that it will not burn on me, I'll start lowering the fire down. So everything can get nice and mixed in. Well, that's it. I remove it from the fire. Do not leave it in the fire, because if you leave it in the fire, it will burn. You see this nice golden color? That's what you want. Get it away from the fire. So now comes the very, very, very dangerous part, where you have to put the caramel all over the edges of this pan, and you have to be extremely careful, because I'm telling you, if that falls on you, you are in trouble. So what I do is I take my little handy dandy thing here, forgot the name of it, and I take a rag, and then slowly and away from me I start going like this to the sides, and I make sure all the edges are getting covered with the caramel. See, like that, very slow, very carefully. You want to cover all the edges, and voila, this is what you have. Now you want to go and put this down. Go grab your mix from the flan. Before you grab this, because this has been sitting, so everything goes down, you want to give it another blend. So everything gets mixed, and we go and put it on top of this.
If you're liking this video,
Oh yes, please
smash
share.
that like button hard. Like people say, it's so funny.
For this, I put my mitten on. I open the oven. Careful that you don't burn yourself. It's very hot. And what I do is I put the caramel in here. Make sure this is filled halfway with water when you're filling up the pan.
Yep.
And I take my mix, and inside there I pour it in, just like that. Isn't that yummy, you guys? Okay, so there we have it. Remember, 350 is been preheating. Okay, now carefully we push it back. You don't want to get the water splashed in there, or you don't want to, you know. People, I see some people that put they put the mix outside, and then they just bring everything together back there. But you can spill it easier that way, so that's why I just put the pan in there, and then I fill it while it's in there, because the other way it'll spill or something. Always an accident happens, so that's the easiest way. So now we close this, and we put 50 minutes on a timer. And once the 50 minutes, no, I'm not gonna put it there. Once the 50 minutes is up, I'll show you guys how the flan is looking, and if it's ready, I'll explain when we check the flan.
Yep.
So you guys know how you know that it's ready. So until a few minutes, I see you. Ta-ta.
We see you in like a few minutes. Boy. Guys, I also forgot to to tell you that for my little circle picture thing for YouTube, I wanted to put this as my picture right here. This is my family. Yeah, it got made in a mall, and this guy, he was like, "Oh, come out, I'll draw you guys and stuff." But I really want that one. I want that one for me. I might try to draw it, but I kind of suck at drawing, so I'll see you in a little bit. Hello guys, it's been 50 minutes and this
hasn't been.
it hasn't yet been 50 minutes and this is how we check it.
Yeah, no, you tap it like this.
Yep.
And you see how it's jiggly? That means that it's still liquid down there. So
Yep.
means that it's not ready. So
It's not ready yet.
some people put a knife or a toothpick in there and see if it's clean or not. But you know, just so I don't have to poke a hole in the middle, I do it this way with the tapping of the fingers. But it hasn't been 50 minutes, so we'll see you in a couple. Bye bye.
Alright guys, we're gonna show you the ending results. We did add 10 more minutes because it was still wobbly. So
After we tested it, that we showed you, a few minutes later, the oven beep, letting us know that 50 minutes were up. So we put another 10 more minutes. So altogether it was an hour. Now, see, I can tap it now and it's not
as wiggly.
you know, like I don't feel that liquid. But if you want to take a knife, you want to make sure you go like this in the middle, all the way to the bottom. You take it out, and if the knife comes out clean, then that means voila, we're ready.
It is ready.
There you go. If you want to make something delicious, something easy, something that that your family, your friends, your boyfriend, your husband, your kids, anybody is gonna fall in love with, this is the way to go. It's easy, inexpensive, and fun to make, I guess. So if you guys want more cooking videos, we got a lot to show you, a lot of quick, easy, fun, delicious recipes that we can show you. So let us know in the comments if you want more.
Yes, and if you did like or enjoy this video, smash the like button, comment, and subscribe, and we'll be back with another video. Bye. Bro.